Okay. Here, let me get this audio going down. You see, there's something more disturbing than the sad state of America today when it comes to lax gun laws and the proliferation of mass shootings. I need to get this out of the way because I am quite scared today at the disgusting anti-trans rhetoric that has exploded now that one mass shooter has been identified as a transitioning person. I know that there are a lot of anti-trans talking heads out there. Some people are going down this made-up list of all the mass shooters that are supposedly trans or LGBTQ. I need to remind you that I believe this is the first openly trans shooter that we know of. I think one of the last shooters tried to avoid a hate crime charge by stating he was trans, and in fact he wasn't. But now that one mass shooter has been identified as a transitioning person, the anti-trans rhetoric that has exploded in the news cycles is really, really scary, and it's really, really dangerous. Every right-wing politician and pundit and maggot is jumping on this bandwagon like a pack of wild dogs. No talk of gun control, no talk about mental health, no talk about access or quality mental health care or any health care, or even a mention of any of these children's or staff members' names. It is just disgusting. Disgusting, disturbing attacks on trans people in this country. It is know you rhetoric, like they're 12 years old, and they are utilizing major media and news outlets to vilify and attack trans individuals over this latest shooting. The most disturbing and dangerous thing about it is that they are purposely ignoring the plain fact statistics behind shooters and mass shootings in this country. Their brainless followers, all these people on the right, their brainless followers are actually stupid enough to get riled up over this, which is what these people want. They are not going to be there in person to harm these people they don't like. They are going to leave it to people dumb enough to listen to them. And we know a lot of people on the right wing are stupid enough to buy this shit and go after these people, which is exactly what they want. Attacks against trans individuals and LGBTQ as a whole are going to explode as a result of this vitriol. Once and for all, we have had around 140 mass shootings alone in 2023. And we're in fucking March. We have had about 140 mass shootings. 78 of those were committed by straight white males. 54% of all mass shootings in U.S. history are committed by straight white males. 98% of shootings are committed by men only. Practically all mass shootings in recent years are exclusively committed by straight white males. Almost all of them in recent years are citing either MAGA or misogyny or white supremacy in their stupid-ass manifestos, Simply put, once and for all, right-wing and white supremacy leads directly to domestic terrorism, which is one of the biggest problems in the United States today. Right-wing white supremacy. Not trans people. Trans people who account for 0.5% of our population. How many children have died? How many mass shootings have occurred in this country? That these right-wing conservative Republicans and their ilk, all of their talking heads, all of their pundits, all of their biased news sources are going after trans people. 0.5% of our entire population. And it's no surprise to me at all, no surprise to me, and it shouldn't be to you, that the second an openly trans person commits a shooting, we start hearing things like trans agenda, trans domestic terrorism, left-wing terrorism, trans is a cult. Again, it's no you. That's all it is. It's no you, Pee Wee Herman, I know you are, but what am I, rhetoric. That's all these people have. These people are themselves dangerously ignorant. Ignorant, hateful, not very bright, completely clouded 100% by their own racism and sexism and religious indoctrination and xenophobia and transphobia and every phobia of anything and everything that is not them. They are incapable of formulating their own logical, common sense comebacks and back up for their claims and their gripes and their whining and their crying, because these people run exclusively on the worst anti-virtues humanity has to offer. That's what these people's problem is. Everything is projection with them, regurgitating valid accusations and insults which we use against them with the proper substitution and terminology. That's all it is. That's all they've got. Whether it's liberal or trans or gay, whatever boogeyman they've chosen for the occasion, that's what they're going to substitute in to these valid, based in logic, based in reality, accusations and truth speaking we give to them. And this shit has to stop. It just has to stop. Even more than the guns need to stop, the post-fact society that we have here needs to fucking die. This is legit like Berlin 1934 we're seeing in action here. I don't give a fuck how many times they try once again to use Nazis as an excuse. It's taken off of other people. That's all it is. And this is what it actually looks like. This is Berlin 1934 all over again. Do you really want your country and your neighbors to die and keep dying because the worst among us are getting placed at the helm of this entire nation? Do you want intellectualism and education and prosperity to die because you allowed the dumbest and greediest to lead us all? Because that's what's happening. That's what we're seeing. And it needs to stop. Stop handing weapons to the monkeys. Stop giving pity fucks to people who are losers for a reason. Start glorifying facts and truths over immature mental gymnastics, because that's all these people have. And it's going to get worse unless you decide you want it to get better. That's all I got for now. I'll be back.